Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time that you're watching me. My name is Doris, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, for watching my content, and yeah, I'm looking forward for us to walk this journey together. Don't mind about my background. I'm at work. This is where I work. Sometimes I have some other work in other place, so please bear with me. Don't mind about the background. Okay, today I want us to go back to womanhood. So it's a whole series of things that I want us to be talking about, and today I'm going to talk about the relationship, love relationship at teenage and at young adults. Young adults and teenage, they have some kind of love relationship. So that's what I want us to talk about, and I want you to first of all understand what love relationship is. So love relationship is a connection between two people, could be sexual or not. Close connection between two people. I want you to understand that. And or the discussion I have today is because of one girl who really wanted to know something or some things pertaining relationship at that young age. So Regina Kadambi, I am here to respond to your question. And first of all, I want you to understand the young people. When you're getting into a relationship, you have to ensure that the relationship is healthy. So how do you know a relationship is healthy? How do you know the kind of relationship you have is healthy? So the first thing that you're going to look into is respect. Does the person that you are connecting to respect you? Does this person respect you? And respect is from the way you talk, you behave towards me, and all that. So you're going to look into respect. If the person really respects you, that's a sign number one that you are entering or you are in an healthy relationship. Another thing that you should look at is mutual understanding. Mutual understanding is a whole lot kind of things. It's a big topic, but I will just touch on just a few things that I want you to understand what mutual understanding is. When we talk about mutual understanding, is a situation whereby you are respected, or maybe you understand me when I need you to understand me, and you also understand the other person when you need them, or when they need you to understand them. So it's not like mimi ndio nakuelewa kila wakati. Hapana. A relationship must have that. You must have a mutual understanding between the two of you. Another thing is trust. Trust is built, and it doesn't just happen in a day. So if you are in a relationship and you see some red flags that maybe the trust is not there, or something, there's something that you're questioning, one or two things you're questioning, the trust is not built, run, my friend, run away. Trust is very, very important. Another thing is honesty. When you're communicating to me or you're telling me one or two things, you are supposed to be honest with me. So for example, let me just use an instance whereby maybe I was asking you a question. Where are you, what are you doing wherever you are? And you get to lie to me, and I get to know that you lied to me. So you are not being honest, and that's another red flag that you should run away from. Honesty is key in any relationship. Honesty is key. Ukiona hakuna honesty, ukiona kabisa honesty ni shinda in any relationship that you are in, young adult, a teenage, if the person you are with is not honest, run away. Run away. Communication is another thing that you should look into. Do you communicate? Ama mtu ana gaslight wewe? You want to talk to this person, and you want to communicate. Maybe there was an issue that you people wanted to talk about, but this person is not even ready to talk to you. So communication is another thing that you should look into. You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. Usikuwe yule msichana wa kuelewa, oh, najua kwa busy, najua hawezi patikana, ama kijana wa kuelewa. Okay, and because this is womanhood, wasichana sana sana, please don't be this understanding person who understands even when the person doesn't communicate. So if a person doesn't communicate, then that's a red flag. Another thing that we should be talking about when it comes to this relationship are boundaries. You too have to set boundaries for yourself and for the other person. You have to say, usipite hapa. There are boundaries that you should say, and if these boundaries zinavukwa ama mtu anavunja the boundary, then this person is not the right person for you. So check. If you have sat down with your friend and you've said we are not going to have sex until this particular time, and that's a boundary, you are supposed to ensure that the boundary is observed. If the person breaks the boundary, then that means it's a total or the relationship is not going the right direction. So you have to understand boundaries. Boundaries are very important in any relationship, and this is where we say that a no should be a no, and a yes should be a yes. Sorry, no is a no. We do not say no and then somebody is forcing you to say 1 2 3 or to do 1 2 3 thing and you've said no. So we have to respect the boundaries. So again, in relationship, you might see a relationship that is abusive, and this is another thing that young people do not know. How can you tell a person is abusive? So there are so many different types of abuse. There are types of abuse that maybe you might not even know. So we are going to look into physical abuse, social abuse, there's emotional abuse, there's financial abuse, and there's digital abuse. And if you allow me, I will go through one by one, because you have to understand all of them, so that if you're not experiencing number one, maybe you're experiencing number two and you do not know. So my little daughters, my sisters, my younger sisters and others, so these are things that you're supposed to understand. When it comes to physical abuse, this is a time when a person hits you, mtu anakuchapa, mtu anakupiga, anakuweka majeraha. That's physical, that physical kind of abuse. And maybe you're not experiencing this, but it's going to understand this kind of abuse. Then this social abuse. This is a situation whereby you have this relationship with a person and the person tells you no, you're not going to have some other friends around you. The person tries to disconnect you from your friends, from the circles that you were before you met. If this person is doing such, that a social kind of abuse. Don't stop being you just because you are in a relationship. So that's social kind of abuse, and you have to be careful with it. You might think the person is trying to help you, but the person is destroying your personality, and it is not good to destroy a person's personality just because you are in a relationship with this person. Another thing is emotional kind of abuse. When we talk about emotional abuse, we are talking about the way the person treats you, the way they talk to you. For example, body shaming, most probably that's the thing that most of you have experienced or they know. And we have people who will tell you, hey, wewe ni mnono, wewe uko na pimples, wewe uko na scars, wewe sijui unaka. That's emotional abuse. Whatever thing that it is, don't just continue reminding me of my flaws. You are abusing me emotionally, and you have to understand, when a person abuses you emotionally, don't mistake it for concern, because sometimes you will mistake it for concern. No, mtu anakwambia wewe sijui wewe ni mnono, you thinking that this person is concerned with my weight, I have to go to the gym and do 1 2 3. No, that's kind of emotional abuse. Then there is financial abuse. Hey, hii unaweza kuwa unashangaa hii ni gani? Kuna financial, yes, kuna financial abuse. This is a situation whereby a person who has something more than you, maybe money or material thing, they try to control you because they have that. They can give you money so that they can control. They can give you material things so that they can control you. They make decision for you. They have given you a car, for example, and whatever thing you do, you have to ask them. Lazima uende waulize, nifanye hiki, nifanye kile. that financial abuse. And the last one that I talked about is digital abuse. Digital abuse, kila mtu anajua stalking. So it doesn't mean when you're in a relationship somebody should be stalking you, following you. Where are you? What are you doing digitally? You're checking the pictures the person is posting, the friends that they ever had, the relationship that they ever had previously. Before that, you stalk and stalk and stalk. And maybe somebody might tell you, oh, I'm stalking you because I want to know, I'm concerned, I'm jealous and all. No, that is abuse and is not supposed to be to be accepted. It is unacceptable. It is not right. Don't allow somebody to be stalking you just because you are in a relationship with that person. Again, before I conclude my talk today, I want you to understand there are some different types of differences in love situation. There is lust, there is infatuation, and there is love. And it is so difficult because even an old person might not even know love easily. So I know a young adult, a teenager might not know what's really or might not tell really quickly what's the difference between these three. So last, we start with last. How will you know that this is last? You will know that this is last when a person is so much interested with the sexual sexual. They really want to touch you inappropriately. They want to do one two thing with you. It's more of sexual than any other thing that lasts. Infatuation is a mixed feeling. It will give you butterflies. You will feel like you really love this person. There's a whole lot of things that are mixed up together, almost like love, but it is not love. So you have to give it time for it to mature, and then you're going to know this is love actually. So don't rush in any relationship before you get to understand whether it's love or infatuation. So love is the real one, and that's what we have been talking about. If the person loves you, or you're in love with this person, you have to know there is healthy relationship, there are boundaries you've set, there are types of abuse and they are not happening, and you're going to have a good relationship. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about in the next video, no, this one is something really exciting, and I want you guys to continue subscribing so that we can continue this journey of womanhood. So I will be talking about sex in our next video, so don't miss, come, and we are going to have an interactive section about sex and all that sex entails at teenage and as a young adult. Is it really something that you're supposed to do, or should it wait? We are going to get to understand in our next video. For now, it's a wrap. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Let's meet in another section of womanhood series. Thank you so much. Have a nice time.